Hi everyone, my name is Whitney and I am a dental hygienist. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Let's talk about why cavities don't often hurt. And before we jump in, let me quickly remind you about my website, teethtalkgirl.com. If you're ever looking for a specific dental topic, I have a search bar where you can easily find what you're looking for. And also my Instagram, @teethtalkgirl. Now, I have a video all about cavities, explaining what they really are and explaining the differences between cavities and fillings. If you want to learn more about that, background knowledge, I'll link that video of mine in the bottom bar below. But for the purpose of this video, let's talk about why most cavities don't hurt. Lots of people assume that pain or a toothache is the first sign of a cavity. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Although some cavities can and eventually may cause pain or discomfort, some of the most common symptoms to be on the lookout for are not pain. You'll usually feel nothing. But if you do notice something, you might notice sometimes sensitivity when you eat or drink something sweet. Sometimes feeling a rough or sharp edge with your tongue. Sometimes your floss may shred when you're cleaning a specific area. Sometimes you might feel something that's off when you're chewing, or sometimes you'll notice a bad taste coming from a specific part of your mouth. But like I said, oftentimes, most times, you won't notice anything. And that's the best time to get your cavity filled, before it starts giving you any problems, before you have any pain or discomfort. Now, let's talk about appearance. If you're someone who is wanting to go get a flashlight and go inspect your own mouth in your bathroom, you're super curious, oftentimes, the only cavities that you might be able to see are on the chewing surface or the smooth area of your tooth. You might notice brown or black discolorations, sometimes even bright white spots, but between the teeth is one of the most common areas for bacteria to infect, especially because lots of people aren't great at flossing every day. So the cavities between your teeth, you often will not be able to see. Your dentist often can't even see those cavities between your teeth until they get super big. So that's a big reason why x-rays are so important. So we can see the cavities between your teeth. But regardless, back to the topic. If your dentist tells you that you have a cavity that needs a filling, it's best to do just that. To treat your cavity with a filling as soon as it is diagnosed, because this way you preserve as much healthy tooth structure as possible, and not to mention, you also lower the cost of any additional necessary dental treatment, such as root canals, crowns, and other more involved procedures. All those involved procedures, root canals, crowns, what have you, usually start as a simple cavity. And so, the three biggest risks of untreated cavities, putting off getting a filling, include abscessed teeth. Once a cavity breaks through your enamel, the softer dentin layer underneath can decay at an even quicker pace. Under the dentin is the nerve of the tooth, and when your nerve is exposed to bacteria, it becomes inflamed, abscessed, and starts to die. The only option for preserving your tooth at this point is to get a root canal. Broken or cracked teeth. As cavities expand into the surrounding tooth structure, your durable enamel becomes a hollow shell. The thinner and weaker it gets, the more likely it is to break or crack under everyday pressures of biting and chewing. If your tooth splits off, you might be lucky enough to fix it with a crown, or it could be so severe that the only option is to have the tooth pulled. Failure of existing dental work. If you have a restoration like a crown or a bridge, but you get decay under the edges where the underlying enamel is exposed, the supporting tooth can give way and cause the entire crown or bridge to fail. So I can't stress enough how important it is for you to not wait until you have pain to get your cavity filled. Because once you start feeling throbbing or extreme discomfort, more likely than not, your cavity has turned into a more serious issue than a simple filling. Putting it off will most likely result in needing a root canal. Because if you're feeling throbbing pain, that cavity probably already reached the nerve. How to prevent this all from happening? Visit your dentist routinely. And get checkup x-rays routinely. And make sure you're seeing a dentist who you trust and who answers your questions and makes you aware of what's going on in your mouth. Fillings are the best treatment for cavities, but sometimes a crown or a root canal is necessary if the cavity gets too big or if the cavity reaches the nerve of the tooth. Cavities start out small, and unless they are incipient, they only keep getting bigger until the cavity is removed and filled. So see your dentist at least every 6 months to help reduce your risk of tooth decay and intercept when it's small. I hope this video helped you. Please like and subscribe if it did, and until next time, peace, love, and teeth.